Guys, we just saw a bad movie. Here's our review and recommendation.
Hey guys, today we saw Predator Badlands. It's about Dek, who's a runt predator from the planet Yautja Prime. He seeks to prove himself as a hunter for the Yautja Clan in order to earn the approval of his father by killing the unkillable Kalisk, which is an apex predator from the planet Genna. The release date is tomorrow, November 7th, 2025. When you see this, it will be November 7th, 2025. Dan Trachtenberg directed, produced, and wrote the story. It stars Elle Fanning and Demetrius Schuster Kolomatangi. I practiced that. The genre is sci-fi action, and we watched it in theaters. And the runtime is 1 hour and 47 minutes. What drew us to this movie was it's a new side of the Predator movies that you've never seen before. You're basically seeing it from the side of the Predator. You're seeing it from his point of view and not the humans. The story was pretty easy to follow. There's an issue where Tessa shows up. That's Thea's clone or her sister, which there's 2 roles played by Elle Fanning. They're both synths.
And she does a really good job.
Yeah, both roles. But she just kind of pops in, and you're like, whoa, where did she come from? And so that part, you're just like, what just, is this in the past?
I was confused. I was like, is she a clone? Is this a flashback? Is this the original character being fixed? Like, I didn't know at first.
She doesn't have any legs.
Yeah, I didn't know at first, like, where this came from. It wasn't really explained at first.
Yeah.
But as, like, the movie progressed, you're like, oh, this is a brand new character.
Yeah, it's current time, just so you know. It kept my interest from beginning to end. There was a moment for me that dragged on where I actually grabbed my phone and was like, oh, Facebook, cool. Oh, okay, the movie's back on. So don't let that distract you. Don't let that affect your decision on whether you see it or not.
In my opinion, I wasn't like that. I was into the movie the entire time.
We got D-box seats, which are supposed to move, and they didn't move at all the whole movie, so I was a little irritated, so I was distracted a little bit. The movie was well-paced. It was a great experience other than the seats. We got a full refund. Thanks, Cinemark.
That has nothing to do with this review.
No, I was just ADHD. I was just distracted during the film, so... the characters were believable, well-developed. Both actors did fantastic. It was fun to have Elle Fanning as some comic relief. Has she ever been a comedian in anything?
I have no idea. I don't think so, but I was in this movie, which is the first Predator movie. I was laughing a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, this is funny.
Even the Predator had some comedy.
Yes. I really enjoyed these 2 characters, like, bantering back and forth.
Yeah.
I found these 2 characters...
He called her a tool?
Yeah. Like, I found them almost like to be like a brother and sister. Like
not like a Gen X slam. Like, he was just like, you're a tool to me. You're not a person. You're a tool to me. I'm using you. I need you for something. Like,
I found this to be, like, banter as in, like, sibling banter. Like, I found it really funny.
For performances, in the beginning of the film, Dek, the Predator, he experiences a tragedy, and you really see and feel his emotion at that time. And it's really cool because the Predator doesn't really have his mask on most of the film, and you really see movement. Unlike the previous films where there was barely any movement, you really see emotion and brows and teeth and a lot of movement.
I think it helps the audience connect to a different side of the Predator in this movie.
Absolutely. Dek and Thea become friends and bond with another creature, and the relationships between all 3 are believable and enjoyable. As far as visuals and style, overall the film looked great. The Predator costume, along with the CGI, were extremely realistic. The best Predator we've ever had. Thea, played by Elle Fanning, doesn't have any legs, and she legit looks like they hired someone that doesn't have any legs.
And the world itself was very
so that was filmed... Yeah, we'll get there, but that was filmed in New Zealand, and it's beautiful. That's a real world. That was New Zealand.
and the creatures are real.
I was going to get to that. These are real creatures. They found them in New Zealand. Oh, that's funny. That's my next part. The movie was filmed in New Zealand, and it's so beautiful. One thing that's neat is there's no actual like red blood in the film. So they considered there to be no blood. So it's a PG-13 movie. For sound and music, the music was great.
Yeah.
When he's in the jungle, there's like tribal-like music. It's very powerful.
Which obviously fits the theme really well if you know anything about predators.
Yeah, our daughter thought that the vibrating seats were working because of how powerful the music
was playing.
The sound design definitely heightened tension and immersion. It was great. As far as themes and messages go, I think it was saying having emotions isn't a weakness, nor is letting others get close to you, and you need to experience life to understand that.
Totally agree.
You
if you watch this movie, and I don't want to give too much away, but this predator goes through something very tragic in the beginning, and he's very young. He thinks he has to make a point to his father, and he has to, if you know the predators, they have to hide their emotions, they have to be very strong, and
weakness, if you have any sort of emotion, that's weakness and you deserve death.
Yeah, but as he starts to live his life a little bit longer, he understands that emotion is not a weakness. It actually is a very powerful tool for him. And if you watch the movie, you'll understand that. I don't want to say any more because that's kind of like a big part in this whole movie.
Yeah. As far as emotional reactions, I laughed. I was sad for Deck.
Yes, 100%.
There was some tension, and there was one or two scenes of shock.
Those shock scenes, I literally had my hand over my mouth. I was just like, what just happened? Oh my gosh.
Like we said before, there was a moment of tragedy for Deck in the beginning, and it was pretty emotional. And towards the end, there was a huge shock that made our jaws drop.
Yeah, totally.
And when the movie ended, I had a smile on my face. Because during some of the movie, I was going, well, how are we going to rate this? How are we going to rate this? And then when the movie ended, I go, I know how we're going to rate this. I know how we're going to recommend this.
I, in my opinion, probably think that this was one of the most enjoyable Predator movies because I felt like you could connect with that Predator on so many emotional levels.
Well, when you watch the previous Predator movies, do you connect with any of the characters?
That's what I'm saying, like...
But this one, you connect with the character, and it's the Predator.
Yeah, because you get that backstory of the Predator finally, after how many years?
I mean, when you watch the previous Predator movies, you're just, everybody needs to survive the Predator. And this movie, you're going, the Predator needs to survive not only the new planet that he's on, but he needs to survive the internal battle within himself.
Exactly, yes.
As far as direction and writing, the storytelling was creative, and it wasn't predictable as we would have thought. Mm-hmm. And we're really good at predicting movies, and we didn't see this one. This one had a major surprise, and we didn't see it coming.
No, not at all.
The dialogue felt natural, and the entire movie was pretty outstanding. We couldn't, we were trying to think, well, what was an outstanding scene that we could tell them about? There was a lot of outstanding scenes. This movie was great. Overall impact... I was
going to say, the director did an outstanding job.
Yeah.
He did, I don't know if you have it in the notes, but he wrote... Prey.
And the animated version of this.
Yeah, and for him to
He did 10 Cloverfield Lane as well.
For him to go from Prey, which was also a really good movie.
Yeah, should have been a theatrical release.
So good. And then go to this, I mean... amazing.
Yeah. What made this stand out from the genre is, like we said, you see it from the bad guy's perspective, and then you connect with him and you end up cheering him on.
Yeah.
One thing it did really well was show the Predator's emotion for the first time. It showed more than just the Predator side of the Predator.
You see Predator have predators.
Yeah. The Predator literally becomes the prey.
Yeah.
One thing that it could have done better, like we said, introduce Tessa a little bit into the film a little in a different way. Instead of her just showing up and you go, who is she? I would absolutely recommend this to fans of the Predator movies. And like I said, this is the best Predator movie by far. As far as final thoughts, favorite element, there's a creature that helps Deck and Thea that Thea names Bud, and it is super cute, and it's definitely the best part of the film for me.
I would love to have a bud in my life. I'm just saying, freaking adorable.
Least favorite was the confusing part of Tessa, but there's another part is it's necessary, but it breaks the fourth wall. Elle Fanning as the synth, as Thea, sorry. She's trying to communicate in Deck's native language, and instead of speaking his tongue, she says, "Is this better? You can hear your language, and others can hear their language," and then she just speaks in English, and it's like, well, you can hear your language, and the audience can hear their language, and it's just like, wait, what? Like, they could have done it a different way, where he just goes, well, you just speak the language that you were already talking. I can understand you. Don't worry about it. Because he continues speaking his language, and we read subtitles the whole movie when he talks. But it's just like, why did she have to speak it that way?
There is later on in the film where she does converse with him in his native language when other, what are they, synths show up. And
all right, to hide the language.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, I'm understanding that she is speaking his language because now there's other...
But if she's a synth and capable of speaking his language, I'm sure that other synths are capable of speaking his language as well.
Yeah, it's just, that part is just a little confusing, so...
Yeah. So, for private notes, this is the most expensive Predator movie ever made. It was $105 million. I think the closest one was 2018, and it was 88 million.
I will be interested to see what it does end up making, because in my opinion, and probably his too, it is the best Predator movie.
Absolutely.
So I would like to see eventually how much it does bring in.
Yeah. Recommendation.
So, all right, recommendation. So either see it in theater, rent it whenever it is available, or stream it whenever it comes on one of your platforms. But in our opinion, see it in theater. It is amazing.
Yes, it is.
But thank you so much for coming and seeing us on our awesome couch. And don't forget, you matter. And we will see you again shortly. And if you have any recommendations, please drop it in our comments.
Yeah. Share this video.
Bye, guys. We'll see you again soon.
Take care.